Okay, welcome to our final demo of our finished Bridgeport Milling machine. This one's been done for a customer. It's got a 3-axis DRO, X-axis power feed, that's actually standard in the quote, and the addition of the guarding system as well, the interlock guarding system. So this one's got a 42-inch table, variable speed head, and sort of regrind to all 3 axes. So if we regrind, we put all brand new lead screws, brand new bearings throughout the machine. All new bearings and all sorts of parts in the head there, brand new belts. There's loads of pulleys and all sorts of things that go into the variable speed head. The spindles had brand new spindle bearings and a regrind to the R8 taper. We always use NSK or SKF bearings. The ones for the bottom ones for the spindle are actually super precision NSKs. So really nice bearings there, and they will last you for a long time. Okay, so we're going to go through the machine now, show you it all running, and then if you want a machine like this, check us out on gtmachineparts.co.uk, and I'm Darren, so you can contact me on the numbers or on the contact form. So yeah, thanks for watching, and let's fire it up. It's lovely and smooth all the way across. When we regrind it, don't just do the bedways, we do the top of the table and the 2 sides to make sure everything's square and true as well. Obviously the benefit of new lead screws and new nuts there. It's absolutely lovely and smooth all the way across. You should be able to see there's a scale on the back here. They're giving a readout to the console, so it'll give you the position to within 5 microns. Same with the Y, lovely and smooth all the way across. Almost no backlash at all, absolutely lovely. And again, brand new lead screw, brand new nuts and so on. Same with the Z. There's new bearing in there, new lead screw, new nuts and so on. So lovely and smooth. And you'll see the readout there is giving a reading from this linear scale that's on the knee. Okay, so all the locks have been serviced, so the X, the Y and the knee are all serviced and working as they should. The lube system's been replaced, all the new lube pipes, metering units, as a new lube pump there by Bridgeport, which is the original. So that's all spot on. Okay, let's test the power feed now. So this is the aligned power feed. It's a C500PX. It's the highest power version you can get. Rapid override at the top. Take your finger off, it goes back to feed again. And same in reverse. You can move these stops to wherever you need them to be. And when the stops hit this switch here, it will cut out automatically. There is extra stops hidden underneath here, so as long as you just don't take them off, you'll be fine. The reason why they're there is to stop, the power feed or one of the linear scales being damaged. Okay, so moving on, let's go on to testing the variable speed head, and then we'll test the Quill as well. Okay, so we're currently running around 650 RPM, and we're in high range at the moment as well. Okay, so you hear how quiet that is. It takes a lot of time and a lot of money to make the heads go this quiet. So there's 1,000, there's 1,400, 18, 2.4, all the way up to 2.8. Lovely and quiet all the way to the top. And I'll do the low range now as well, reverse. Okay, that's back down to 500. And reverse now. Just as quiet in reverse, really nice. There's 800, 1200, 16, 2, up to 2.6, 2.8, all lovely and quiet, running as it should. Back down to slightly more sensible, 1,000. Just a note on here, you don't want to engage this feed mechanism. It says don't go above 3,000. I mean, you wouldn't normally go above 3,000 anyway, but it's just a note there that it says you must not do that. Okay. Right, so what we're going to do now is go into low range. We're just going to move this handle out of the way first. This is a really nice quick release handle. You put it wherever you like. So really nice. Okay, handle in, turn it round. Maybe turn the spindle as you do it just to ease it in. Okay, make sure that handle's locked in before you fire up. And then we're now on 120 RPM. So it's running on the back gear now, and obviously it does reverse the spindle when you put it in the low range as well. Okay, all the way up to the top, 180, 240, 280, and then back down. There's 90 and back down to 60. All working absolutely spot on. And reverse. Just as quiet in reverse. 90, 130, 170, all the way up to 280. Back down to 90. Okay. I'll just hit the brake just to show you it does work. Okay, so I'm going to go back to high range now, but before I do that I'll go to the neutral position, which is a little noggin there. When the handle's pointing sort of towards the table, you're in neutral and you can freewheel the spindle, and for clocking up any PCDs or so on. Okay, push it back in, lock it, make sure it's locked in before you fire up, and then, okay, get it to about 1000 RPM just to demo the Quill now. Okay, so before you go and engage this lever, make sure your Quill lock is off. Make sure that this part here isn't at the top or on the stop there, because it can't engage. The whole mechanism needs to lift. So if you pull that handle and then it's already at the top, it's not going to like it. It's actually a very delicate mechanism, so just be careful. Whoever the operator is aware of that. Okay, so engage the feed. We're feeding down, we're fine. But there is a 4th axis option you can add here as well. So we do a 4th axis that fits to the Quill, and it'll sum into the Z. We do sell that separately as well. Okay, so you can see the Quill feeding down, and it's going to trip out itself now. Okay, which it does. I'll come back off the stop before I try and engage, and I'm going to reverse the feed now with this little feed reverse knob here. So I'm going to pull that out in this particular case, and then make sure it feeds up all right. So for every spindle speed, 3 different feeds. That's the highest. When it's horizontal, that's the slowest, and down, straight down, that's the medium. Okay, back to the top, all working fine. And I'll stop it now, and then I'll reverse the feed again just to show you it all reverses fine. Okay, disengage that. Feed reverse knob back in, and you see it's feeding back down again. Okay, so that's all working spot on as it should. And we do test them for many hours before you actually get to see the video. Okay, and we carry on testing as well until they actually ship. Okay, so all the way up to the top, I'll move this handle and then put the Quill lock on. Quill lock works absolutely perfectly. And I'll just demo as well the light. There's an LED light there, IP65 sealed, and there's also a guarding system made by Sponmec. Okay, so it'll shut down if you open the guard like this, or if you push it all the way over to the side. So as I open it, shuts it down immediately. And you can adjust that to wherever you like. If you want to tighten the guard up, it's just this little screw here, and there's another one here just to tighten the guard up to just put it exactly into the position, the desired position. Okay, so demo over. Please press subscribe. If you want a machine like this, please contact us. Details are in the YouTube part below. And thanks for watching again.